we start my Korra vlogs that I have planned because Korra is my favorite TV show of all time. Yes, I like it better than the original. I like it better than Steven Universe myself even. So have fun with that opinion from me. So I break up my vlog notes into 3 separate subjects. My first third review, my second third review, and my final act review. So, here's what I have for the first third review of the episode, Welcome to Republic City. And yes, I am in the Watcher's Corner. So, a few of the notes I have is the intro to this episode is fantastic. And I can thank that to J.K. Simmons, who has an amazing voice for this stuff. His voice makes him one of my favorite voice actors, up there with Rob Paulsen. So, Korra is also quick to give her basic personality. Her hot-headedness, not her stupidity, but, and I also like Naga a lot. Naga, like Appa, doesn't have a lot of personality, but is interesting. Also, I love the joke about Zuko's mom. When Jinora asks about the tale of Zuko's mom, Katara doesn't even give it. And I think that's hilarious because Ikki had interrupted, and that's why. Keep in mind that Katara is voiced by Eva Mary Saint, who I don't know her prior works, but I know that she's kind of famous for something. So it's a great first third that could get you pulled in. Now here's what I have about the second third. So Tenzin gives us a bit of info on the structure of Republic City when he talks about the city council, which, as I am a diehard Korra fan, I can say is going to definitely help newcomers know the setup to the city. And then Katara is awesome to see make her return. I should have said this in the first third, but I like her a lot in this. It's an interesting. So they have a few interesting faces that they make when Korra is going into the city, like her happiness, because the show's art style is amazing. By the way, if you want a show that I think has the best animation ever, it's this show. It's beautiful to look at. Speaking of which, Republic City looks great, the design of it. And the meat vendor is rude, because there's a part of this episode where the meat vendor basically tells Korra that get out of here, no help to me if you don't have money. Which, the park is good, well designed, and the hobo is kind of interesting, knowing how you'll see him throughout the series a bit. He's kind of like a cabbage guy joke, sort of. So Korra had no clue about the homelessness in Republic City, and that's kind of how I originally, when I was little, thought about New York City. And that's my connection there. And this city's kind of against Korra, like, it's not to Bikini Bottom levels of rudeness, but it's kind of rude. And the fight with the triads is good. I'm just curious how Republic City's mafia works. Because if there's triad territory, that might be a good fan fiction. Wait, do I have that idea light bulb? Do I? Do I have an idea, light bulb, YouTube? No, YouTube, I do not have an idea light bulb. And so, this is the final part of my review. I absolutely love the background music that they had in the fight. And the fight is very interesting. Another thing is, Lin Beifong's a bit of a stick in the mud, but it's understandable because she's the police chief. And I like the feud that they have along, including a look. Near the end of the episode, Tenzin says one funny line, "Don't bring my mother into this!" with one of those hilarious Avatar expressions that you'll only see in that show. And to be a little against this, it's a little predictable. Like, I saw every single little bit coming predictable. So, another thing I like to is Tenzin's change. Not liked, but I think Tenzin's change of thought about Korra staying in the city is without build-up. And Korra seems to be a little afraid of the paparazzi. Understandable. And Amon's an interesting antagonist, and the end credits are beautiful. So, my final verdict on this episode is the episode has a lot going for it that pays off. It has beautiful animation, a decent cast of characters so far, and some okay comedy. The slight weakness of this episode is its predictable nature. I don't explain the plots to you guys, more of my original thoughts in these. My thoughts that came out of my mind and got bullet pointed. Thank you guys for watching this review.